Take one and action.
Speeding.
Speeding.
Yeah.
All right, so today we have Grant and Aaron.
Yep.
So, what do you guys do for a living?
That's a really
That's the
Nomads.
toughest question. Yeah, exactly. I've recently coined myself as a professional backpacker.
true.
But yeah, I don't know how you would answer that thing. I basically work in fitness. I do media for Tough Mudder. I'm the training director and creative director for all aspects of Tough Mudder, for the media and as well as the training side. I'm an adventure retreat host. I'm a gym owner and overall motivator.
Yeah.
Hopefully going to be a aspiring ninja warrior one day.
Yes. So it's cool. He got to come and be on American Ninja Warrior this year with me, and we've been doing this pull off where I'm dragging him in towards Ninja Warrior, and he's pulling me over into CrossFit. But I've been fortunate enough being on American Ninja Warrior for the last 4 years. They called me the Island Ninja on the show. I made a business out of it, and I tour around now speaking, teaching camps and clinics, and then competing. And then of course I have a big bunch of social media that I do too, which is a full-time setup there alone. But so I just stir up, and in social media I try to stir on the good, anything good, and encouraging people to get active and be healthy and make good choices. So I use my Instagram and different accounts for that.
I really think that's what you and I probably both do more than anything, is just spread the goodness, you know what I'm saying? Like, if nothing else,
butter.
and what's interesting too though is I think as we progress along this path, you pick up different individuals, and I know that we have mutual friends even that are doing the same type of thing. It's interesting how
like a magnet.
Yeah, you
along,
kind of find other people that do the same deal. So and here we are at the CrossFit Games.
Yeah, and what do you do?
I do CrossFit and weightlifting. I'm a coach at a gym that I do. So, next to my house, my dad built a gym for me. And I have Boy Scouts that come for a personal fitness merit badge. And we...
So awesome, bro.
You're giving out CrossFit badges. That's so rad.
That's so amazing.
Giving a personal fitness badge. It's so sick. Awesome, man.
So today while I'm at the CrossFit Games, we have to talk to people that have had experience in personal fitness and jobs. So I've talked to many people like Mike Bergner. I'm actually going to talk to Kevin Ogar at one.
Shakes the camera, that's all. I get fidgety too, and I just learned, you're doing awesome, man. You really are.
Yeah.
I mean, to be doing all this at your age and taking on all this and do, Boy Scouts, be carrying over something bigger than Boy Scouts, and then now trying to take over media and doing it, you're doing awesome, man. You really are.
Yeah.
So you're speaking to all these people, you're going through and you're getting all this info from everyone. What are some of the questions you usually ask people? Or what information are you trying to pull out?
Really, where they're from, what they do, why they started, when they started, and what drew them in.
Isn't the coolest thing that why though?
Yeah.
You're surrounded by some of the fittest athletes in the world, and some of the most incredible people are at this venue right now. There's a why behind I think every one of us in here that's truly distinctive and unique, obviously. But also, as we were talking about before we jumped on this podcast right now, it's amazing, right? It's all of our stories, these unique experiences are grounded and rooted in these phenomenal experiences that are truly diverse, as we were saying, just talking about Athena earlier, Mike B, his deal. That why is really why you're doing this, and that's what's going to help you develop as this thing gets bigger. Yeah. So, and that's.
What is our why then?
Yeah.
Let me think. What is my why? I think my why is I'm 30 and I'm figuring out more about myself. I'm always trying.
Young man.
I'm such a young guy.
Yeah.
Not even. I'm taking some tips from this guy here, and we're talking of the why for me is I'm learning what are my gifts and what are my weaknesses, and diving in all that. One of the things I realized I'm an athlete. I always have been. I always like that. And so when I learned something is my talent, I want to do more of it. And I can work on my weaknesses too, don't get me wrong, but I like to celebrate too the good things I like to do. And so if I'm good at something, what better thing to teach somebody? Something you're good at. And if I'm good at math, I'm gonna tell you how to do math, right? I'm not as good at math, but science and all that, someone else is good at that. I can teach you how to do, some kind of ninja move or an extra pull-up or how to use your knees to help you get a little more out of your arms. I think we're both just using what we're good at and to encourage people to get better at it.
There's like I think Grant and I both share like not only an affinity because it becomes an addiction, but like I think our ability to connect with people and to bring feelings into tangible like thoughts, like to really, I don't know if I'm explaining that well, but you know what I'm saying? Like the first time I ever stepped on a Tough Mudder like warm up stage, right? I was in front of 10,000 people, and I'm convincing these people like, okay, like we're about to go have fun. You guys are gonna jump in the mud, and I'm gonna electrocute you. And so I got to make that like a fun story. And I looked out at the crowd, and I was like trying to like think about, let's be tough and let's be amazing. And I looked out and I saw wounded veterans, and I saw amputees, and I saw moms that were like getting away from their kids for the day, and I was like, wait a second, like let's beyond like the bravado of all this stuff, like let's connect with them on a human level. Let's bring this whole thing in. And from that point, when I started doing that's really what's kind of brought me to where I'm at right now with like the whole Tough Mudder world and like creating and changing creating experiences that change lives. Is we all feel these things, and sometimes we don't know how to express them, or we just don't have the people in our lives that help us like feel free enough to express their why, essentially. And so I feel like that's, I think, what we're really good at. We're good at pulling that out of people, and letting them know that it's a safe thing to do. Like whatever you're into, like whatever driving you, hurting you, making you excited, making you happy, making you sad, live in it. Let it pass through you, because like the faith in something bigger than this is like driving us like towards the good,
And I don't want it to be missed too that like, yes, we do teach, like he has amazing ability to teach movements and exercise, and that's why he's the train director. And I teach in all my different ways too. I also learn. Like yesterday I was with Steph the Hammer. She was telling me about the adaptive athletes here at the games, which I didn't even really take time to understand, and knowing that these, and moving from the title of handicapped to disabled to now adaptive to understanding that that's something I can really glean and learn from is not calling they're handicapped, because it came from a terminology where wounded veterans would come back and they would put their hand in their cap and ask for money, and that's what you're handicapped, that's what you do. Taking that to they're disabled, like there's something wrong, they're able to do something, to now they're adaptive. It's not that they're not able to, they just think of a different way, they adapt to make it work. I sat there and listened to her, and I just thought, girl, you're doing something amazing. You're doing something unreal, and you need the world to know. She's like, oh no, she's so humble, but I can learn too, even here, and from athletes like that. So there's a lot to be taken away here, and our why. We also pull out the why in people, as he was talking about, and sometimes we learn that why and we learn from it. So, like what Steph was telling me. So,
and that's exactly it. Like when you learn about that, and it just like it fuels me. Like I'm addicted to like those high fives. I'm addicted to like those hugs that like were like the team. And I know you get it a ton,
big time,
doing what you do. I've seen people. You watch people react to this guy, it's like it's a really emotional thing when people see him. And it's I think part of it's just like our personality. I don't know. We just kind of like have that. Obviously, you have a massive platform that you've been able to share your very intimate story. And I don't know if you want to kind of like go into that at all.
Just what makes my thing awesome is that I compete on American Ninja Warrior. It's a TV show, and it's like CrossFit's a competition that ends up on TV. We're kind of more of a TV show that ends up in a competition, and it's a lot of the storyline. I've lost a lot of people I love and care about, and the hurt and the pain and all that. People seeing the realness of that, and then them coming to me, someone I've never met before, and go, your story encouraged me, or the one of the wonderful things here at the games, a lady came up to me and in tears, and I'm thinking, oh, she's excited. but she wasn't excited to see me in the way I thought. She was excited to see me because I've encouraged her daughter to get up and be active. And she was tearful because of the love she has for her daughter and the excitement and change that's happening in her daughter. It happened through something I did. And so to make her teary-eyed and me to see that and go, holy smokes, I'm involved in making this change. This is wonderful. So that is one of the whys for me as well. Oh man, you don't even realize what good you're doing sometimes. So
it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool. So what else? What else do you want to know?
You got anything else for us? Do we hit what you're looking for?
Yeah. So where are you guys from?
Well, we're both Hawaii guys.
Yeah. Different islands, but
yeah, different islands. And so Hawaii kind of like it's always kind of cool. It's like a random little brotherhood, that we see. In fact, anytime you see a Hawaiian on the road, I'm always like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, we're always kind of stoked. Islanders kind of small, so we stick together even on the road.
Yeah, and there's a reason why I think. I mean, I'm from California, he's from Tennessee, yeah. So there's a reason why we've ended up there, you know what I mean? Like, it's a place where certainly the Ohana spirit, like the vibration of that island, is pretty cool and very welcoming. And it really, it's like accepted us, you know what I'm saying? Like, Hawaii either kind of brings you in or kind of spits you out, you know what I mean? And that's okay if you're one of those people that have been tried it out, because a lot of people do it.
We're both from Hawaii, so pretty stoked.
How long have you guys been in Hawaii?
I've been there 4 years. Yeah.
I've been there 10 years now. So, came out there originally to skateboard for a company, and they were like, you want to skateboard for us when you graduate college? And I was like, yeah. Like the easiest decision of my life, so it's been great. Anything else you need to know about us?
No, that's really all I have.
Right on.
Nice, dude.
Tell them your handles or anything in case they want to.
Yeah, definitely. If people want to check it out, obviously we have a ton of stuff on social media. You can go follow me on erock_808. Pretty easy there. The old zip code. But also, I mean, checking out all the amazing stuff that we do with Tough Mudder. I mean, you can see it from our CBS partnerships. We have Tough Mudder X, which Grant was on.
Oh yeah, big time.
Did so well on. I mean, basically.
His
social did really good there.
Yeah.
To like the training content and obviously, our YouTube series that I host. There's a ton of stuff. You type in Tough Mudder, you type in E-Rock, guarantee you're gonna find me out there. But really, the magic happens at the event. So if anybody out there is willing to step out of their comfort zone, use their fitness, then come out to a Tough Mudder and experience like the love. If you love CrossFit and you love this community and you've seen life-changing experiences happen here, wait till you come out to a Tough Mudder event. It is truly an all-inclusive like experience that literally is like the bar to entry. There's no bar to entry. Like, you can roll off the couch and come in there, have your life changed. So check it out. Be changed.
You can see me. I'm at Island Ninja on any account: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. Just search Island Ninja. You won't miss it. And I just hope to encourage everyone. If you need workout ideas, you want to hear an encouraging word, whatever it might be, just tune in. I got stuff going up all the time. So, man, it's been good. It's been good.
Follow this guy, dude. Yeah, for sure.
And also be encouraged, man. You're a young gun. You're out here doing something awesome. You're making grounds on something that's really gnarly. To be so young, to be already getting your coaching license, to already be leading kids. You got to realize that's what you're doing when you have them in and you're teaching them. You're leading, and that's a gnarly thing to be doing at your age, and it's a wonderful thing. It's a talent and a gift, and I don't know what it's going to be, what it's going to build up to, but I can only assume it's going to be next level, leading for longer, for bigger, for more, and I want to encourage you in that, man. It's awesome that you're doing it. We're stoked.
Yeah. Take chances, man.
Yeah.
Take chances because you're going to become something incredible.